Fairy Tail is about to be canceled starting March 30th, and that's really just disappointing. I myself have gotten into Fairy Tail a little bit earlier on, maybe about, I would say summer of last year I got into it. I started to catch up with it, and ever since then I don't think I've really been wanting to watch it that much. I stopped right before there was a filler arc. So I just said I'll jump right back into it after the filler arc, and it's been a while since then, so I was going to jump back into the anime eventually. I was really looking forward to getting back into it really soon. But then this news comes, and all of a sudden, it's just really bad. And there's a lot of reasons why this is bad. So a big reason why this is bad is because a lot of people didn't think that Fairy Tail would meet this type of fate and see that it will be canceled. And I'm not really sure if it's going to be a complete halt, if it's just going to stop completely and never come back, or if this is just like a temporary thing. It'll just stop and it'll be back up later on, maybe in a few months, maybe even a year, who knows. A huge factor in all this, it definitely has to go deep down, and we gotta think about this. This is one of the top anime, right? I mean, right now we got the big three being Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. And I mean, we have these two other anime that in some cases are seen as the top 5. The two extra animes you add on to that. And one of them is, of course, Fairy Tail. And it seems as if this is going to be meeting the same fate as the other anime, a part of the top 5, Katekyo Hitman Reborn. However, I see things taking a bit of a shift, and it's going to be a little bit more different than that. Reborn, I think, did just stop because it just stopped. It stopped on a good note, and it didn't stop at the right place, obviously, but it stopped on a note where it's just okay, you can tell that this is where they wanted to stop it. It just didn't end randomly. Now, not being completely caught up with Fairy Tail right now, I can't really say the same is going to not happen. I can't really say it's going to just stop it out of nowhere, in the middle of an arc. I don't really know what's going on currently within the anime. But if it does stop abruptly, that would be really bad. Another thing is the state of the anime industry and how it's going to be broken down, because as we all know, I mean, Bleach did get canceled last year. It's something that we all do know, and that was one of the big 3. I mean, why would that just all of a sudden just go away? That just seemed really random to us, didn't it? So if a thing like that could happen, a thing like Fairy Tail ending could happen, then who knows what could happen next. People think, well, One Piece isn't going to end, Naruto isn't going to end. What if it does happen? Even if these are the 2 top anime, and I don't really know this for sure about Japan. I know that One Piece is always going to be up there, but Naruto seems to go up and down at certain points. But these are 2 big anime. They seem to have been going on really strong. And what if all of a sudden they just started to drop off? The anime stopped, or if the manga all of a sudden just stopped. I really don't think that would happen though. But what if it just did? Especially with these speculations of an anime episode costing about $90,000 to produce. Just one of them. And with that in mind, I mean, these anime that go on forever and ever and ever, the manga keep going on and on and on. It's this anime series, manga series just keeps going on. It keeps having episodes, keeps having arcs. Well, eventually, could this manga eventually come to its stopping point where they can't keep going on with it? Well, is that possible? For manga, I would say no, because in order to produce a manga, it doesn't take nearly as much money. I mean, obviously, to make an anime, it's a lot of work to do that. So with anime in comparison to manga, I would say the manga is not going to necessarily end and just gonna just go straight to the rock bottom, because they're going to keep working on it. Obviously they are. But for anime, it is possible that they could get canceled. Even if it's not a financial issue, it could be something else. Maybe something about the mangaka not wanting to work on any. I don't even think, do the creators even work on the episodes? I wouldn't expect them to, honestly. I really wouldn't. I mean, they would have a whole crew to do that, a whole animating crew, and they would just make it all. I don't think they would get too involved with that, would they? I mean, they'd have a part in it, but not whole animation process. I don't think so, at least. But the main point is that Fairy Tail is coming to an end. I wish that it wouldn't. I really wish that it wouldn't, because it makes you read the manga, obviously. Some people out there do just want to watch the anime, and they're just like, oh, I'm satisfied with this, and then the anime ends, and then the manga keeps on going. Like, there are a couple anime out there that stop, and then the manga keeps going on and on and on. Hitman Reborn, one of them, obviously, tops 202 episodes, and then the manga chapters go up until like chapter 400, and not really sure, but it's like in the 400s. So I'm trying to read that right now, actually. But I give my best to Fairy Tail. I do want to see more of it. I really do want to see more of it. I'm not really sure what I could possibly do. You know how people want to give back to the anime industry, so they do buy DVDs and they do buy all this merchandise. I'm not really sure if this is a financial issue. I'm not really sure what the whole situation is right now, but I do want to see Fairy Tail come back. You know, I want to jump back into it. I want to be able to watch the anime. It's amazing. It's fucking fantastic. I've seen, how many arcs have I seen? I've seen up to like a certain point. It was like 120, 130, I believe. That's like the episodes that I stopped at. So I'm not really that far behind, honestly. So I really do want to jump back into that. It's such an amazing anime. It's such a good anime. I don't really know. I can't compare it to other anime. Not necessarily. It's a shonen anime. It's something that I would love to see. I caught up to it before it got like way beyond, you know, like past where I could even imagine trying to catch up to it. And, you know, I really do want to keep going on with it. It's really good. So let's hope that Fairy Tail comes back. And for those of you who read the manga, keep on doing so. Keep on following up with Fairy Tail. If it doesn't come back, then you still have the manga to go off of, obviously. So let's just keep our fingers crossed, and maybe someday we'll see it come back, and it'll be just wonderful. So for now, it's me, NextLevelOtaku, saying stay gold, and I'll see you guys later.